We are back with another episode of Big Six Pints. Of course, it is Liverpool show. A little bit short today, but nonetheless, the show must go on. Of course, I'm joined by Kopish's finest, of course. Cal, no Matt and no Drifty today, unfortunately, but we still have Cal obviously to talk up a storm as he does. Cal, how you doing today, bro? You telling me?
Busy day, but all good, brother. Glad to be back on. How are you?
Not too bad. Just another week, another Friday. More content, more news. A Liverpool game. We actually played. Do you know what I'm saying? We actually played. So we'll definitely talk about parts of the game. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I can't complain. Can't complain. Big up everyone in the chat, by the way. Make sure upon entry, and if you're watching this back, that you guys smash the like button, and we'll obviously, of course, get going. Big up Sam, as always says, couldn't make it tonight. Apologies. Don't worry, we'll have him on next week, people. So don't you guys worry. The panel most assuredly should be back next week. I could do the brag thing, and I could just say, how about this chat? 300 likes.
No.
Give you guys a discount.
Give you guys a discount. No, that's low, bro.
You don't want to no discount. No discount.
No. When you go into Nike to buy a pair of trainers, do you go to the person behind the till and ask for discount?
No, you don't.
You don't, do you?
No, you don't. All right, it's another 500, and we'll get everyone back. Hopefully, with as I said, we'll see again if we can get Drifty on. I know I've said this for the last 2 weeks, but we'll try our best to make it happen. Of course, by that point next week, it'll be a lot closer to the season as well, and there'll be a lot more to talk about with 2 more games Liverpool to play by then as well. So there's going to be plenty of stuff to talk about. Big up Sam as well. Big up Psychedelic Warrior as well. Big up Kings Mano as well. Big up Dave Robertson as well. Big up Sophia's football talk.
By the way, to Dave, big up Sophia as well. To Dave's question, both. Yeah.
Big up Casey as well. Big up Ethan. Big up Craig Richardson as well. He's looking forward to see Cal on the show. Big up Kopish. Again, people, make sure we smash the like button. Nearly 70 people in there. We're not even 2 minutes into the video. So again, people, smash that like button. What are we saying for the in-show like totals? Obviously, there's the outer shows with the 5 bills. During the stream, what are we saying? Chat, let us know how many likes we can get to in the stream.
We can do 300 in the stream, I reckon.
You 300? I say we can do 300. So yes, people, the target is 300. 300 likes. So listen, also make sure you go and subscribe to Kopish. The name is in the title. It's not above me this time. It's actually above Callum. So if Callum does his celebration, you will know it's above him. That's where the link is. So make sure you just click Kopish and you go and subscribe. Also, we are very close to 5,200 subscribers. We're about 25 away, I believe. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, people, and all that good stuff. Big up Jay Kids, glad to see you jump in as well. Jay the actor is here as well. He says I always ask for discount. They can only say no. They can only say no.
It might be different in America. You do that over in the UK, then you might get escorted out by security. I'm not gonna lie.
What was I gonna say? Obviously, I'm back. By the way, Cal's obviously wearing the Kopish merch. I'm obviously wearing the Roma t-shirt. The salad.
I want to ask you about that. I'm not a big fan of wearing other. I know it's from a separate country, a different league. Yeah. I'm very much against it,
Is it?
Do you do that?
It
don't take this the wrong way, Monts. Don't take this the wrong way. And I say, I think it might be a generational thing, though.
Yeah, it might be a generational.
You are quite a bit younger than me.
If it's because I'd wear like a Leon shirt if it's really nice. Because I don't see Leon do you know what? When are we ever gonna play Leon? When are we ever gonna play them? If there's a really nice if it's like a Real Madrid top, I feel a bit weird wearing a Real Madrid top in it. There's certain teams for me.
Fair enough.
Do you know what it is? People forget this is Mo Salah FC. This is Salah's shirt in the room. This is Salah's year.
No, I hear it.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I can't do it. I look at kits and I think some of them are beautiful. I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Outside the Premier League, I'm more lenient, but this is more of my Mo Salah fanboy moment.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? This is when it was Salah and Dzeko doing the madness.
Yeah,
and I think Totti was playing in the 10. Was Totti still there as well? Was Totti in his final years?
Might be a bit of overlap, yeah, but Salah was playing a 10 that season.
Yeah, this one Salah I think got 14 and 15 domestically, 14 and 15. So it's like one of them ones where this is when people say I'm the most Salah protector, I'm the most Salah defender.
I'm there still. I'm with you.
See, it's one of them ones. So when I'm here, and also before we start as well, obviously it's funny how a lot of people were going on last season, but one wing is still at Liverpool and the other one is about to move to Saudi Arabia.
Let's talk on that. Let's talk on that.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously, like, in fact, you know what? Let's just start with that. We're gonna get to Verratti in a second, people. Sadio Mané looks like he's basically on his way to Saudi Arabia to probably go and join Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. Now,
this is a brazy front line, by the way.
Yeah,
it's kind of brazy.
It's quite brazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, let's be real, innit? Let's be real. They were telling us we sold the wrong winger. We treated Mane like rubbish. Liverpool are rubbish about Mane. You know, we still haven't replaced him. All these things after every little negative connotation was Liverpool would be reverted back to Sadio Mané. Now, if you ask me, I love Sadio Mané. He gave me some of my favorite moments in the Liverpool shirt. He's one of my favorite Liverpool attackers of all time. Yeah. He's one of my favorite Liverpool attackers in my lifetime. One of the best. He's probably top 5 that I've seen in my lifetime at his peak. If we're talking at his peak, yeah, that Mané we saw from 2018 to 2021 was ridiculous. Yeah. Sometimes a little bit better than Mo Salah. How about that? I'd even go that far.
I'll be honest, Monts. I'd go from 2016 to 2021.
Yeah, from arguably when he stepped in. But not like, I don't like the fact that people used Liverpool to prop up Mane's name or use Mane's name to discredit Liverpool. But then whenever we point out the fact that Salah's doing better than Mane, people act like we're trying to destroy Mane. We hate him. We're salty. I think it's the complete opposite. Kyle, where do you stand with it? I just think it's funny how things turned out when we were painted as these deceivers, these, you know, ungrateful, you know, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Football's a funny one once, bro. And here's the thing, yeah. Before Mane moved into the central position and we signed Luis Diaz, I wanted us to keep Mane, but I wanted to bring someone else in who he could compete with or become second choice to on the left wing. Again, I'll be completely transparent. And shout out to Chris Brack from LFC Day Trippers. When they first moved him into the centre forward position, the false 9/9, I was so against it. I was like, it doesn't make sense. How's this going to suit his game? It ain't going to work. Within 2-3 games, you know me, bruv. Jump ship. Sparrow. Callum Sparrow, bruv. I jumped ship. I was all in, bruv.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Real Madrid game happened, and he played as well as he could have in that game. Was very unlucky not to get the goal in that game from a Courtois worldie. And then news came out that he was looking to leave. And straight away, the narrative was, Salah's got to get a new contract, so we've got to sell Mane. It's so far from the truth, and it's literally... I'm shocked Liverpool fans buy into it so much. I can understand opposition and rival fans doing it, but for Liverpool fans to buy into it is very shocking to me. If Klopp had his way, Klopp would have extended Mane's contract, extended Salah's contract. Mane wanted to leave the COVID summer. That was the original plan for Mane to leave that summer. Obviously, when COVID happened, no one had the money to purchase or make a big purchase. So we asked him to stay. Then he was going to potentially move the summer after that, which is why we're looking at wingers. Klopp convinced him to stay for one more season. He did that and was brilliant for us. He always wanted to leave. And I think what people can't understand is everyone thought Salah was going to be the one to leave. But in actual fact, it was Mane. Mane was the one who wanted to leave. But Mane went around it in such a respectful way that he should leave and have nothing but respect from Liverpool fans. But instead, what's happened is because we didn't have a good season last season, everyone's piling on Salah. Then you got journalists saying how we disrespected Mane and treated him bad. I'll be real with you. 90% of Liverpool fans love Mane. Mane is my guy. When we signed Mane, I was over the moon. I wanted to keep Mane when we were about to sell him, but he wanted to go. What I want now is I want the same energy to go to Bayern Munich because we never treated Mane like this. We have never treated Mane like this. I want to see what the energy is from all those journalists and correspondents who said we treated him bad and wrote articles about it and made this song and dance about it, are you going to do the same about Bayern Munich? Are you going to apologize to Liverpool and Liverpool fans?
Carl,
Until you do that, I don't want to hear anything from them.
I'll go a step further as well, Carl. I was fighting people in spaces. Liverpool fans. Let me be more specific. I was battling Liverpool fans on Twitter who were adamant we should have kept Sadio Mané. Adamant we should have kept him.
All right, so
adamant. So
and
sold Salah instead.
Oh no, gosh, no.
Not just to keep him, bro. Bro, I would have kept Mané. It was just for keeping him sake.
I'm not ahead of Salah though.
But they're saying sell Salah, keep Mané. And then when the season started and we didn't start too well, it was almost that I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. You know? And it was so much this whole, why does everyone keep doing this and not just allowing him to be over there? You know what I'm saying? You know, everyone's doing, and it's just that, it's that now I feel like that's tainted the whole Mané departure thing. And the fact that it's been literally a downwards trajectory since he's left Liverpool. I'm not gonna lie. Before the quad challenging season, I was thinking, yo, if Mané does this again, he needs to leave.
Yeah.
Because the reason he moved to the false nine or the striker role at Liverpool was simply because he wasn't good enough on the left wing anymore.
Yeah, and that's why he brought in Diaz.
Diaz came in and was electric. He was electric on that wing. And credit to Jurgen Klopp, he found a way to make it work very quickly. And credit to Mané, he adapted very quickly. So credit to Sadio Mané as well.
Super fast still. Yeah. Super fast.
Yeah. So that's credit to Mané being more adaptable, you know? And because at the same time, as much as I rate Salah, I don't think Salah maybe would have moved into that striker spot.
Oh, no.
Done as well as Mané. So I have to credit Mané.
Mané's more versatile than Salah.
More versatile than Salah, 100%. There's no...
saying that, though, sorry to cut you, Mark. Saying that, we have seen Salah play in the 9, and we have seen
him play touchline winger and inverted winger just as well.
And he's played 10. He's played 10 as well. So I'm discrediting Salah a little bit, but I think Mané can play more positions to a high level than Salah can. But I think that right wing, no one touches Salah. Like he's in a league of his own when it comes to the right wing. Whereas I don't think Mané towards the end was in a league of his own on the left wing. Hence why we brought in Diaz.
I agree. I just feel like the story painted within Liverpool, the story painted about Liverpool in terms of how we treated Mané when he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave. We got him to stay another year.
Yeah,
it's that simple. And I don't like to say I told you so because it's kind of bittersweet. On one hand, I get to tell you that the Liverpool fans and the rival fans will look now. And on the other hand, it's like I don't want to see Mané go into Saudi Arabia after 1 year of leaving the club. I want to see him flourishing at Bayern Munich. As long as he's not scoring goals against us, I want to see him flourishing.
No, I hear it. At the same time, though, I'm happy he's going over there making some good money because I know he does a lot for his village back in Africa and all that. So I'm happy for that. I'll be honest, once I think we as Liverpool, and look, this is my stance on it because everyone knows my thoughts on Coutinho. And we all have a banter and a laugh about it, but I'm deadly serious when I say what I say about Coutinho. The reason I dislike Coutinho is not because he left Liverpool. It's because of how he left Liverpool. If you disrespect, Stevie, hold on, Stevie. Okay. So, close the door, please, Stevie. Stevie, close the door, please. Stevie's too late now. Night, Robbie. Night. All right. Come and quickly say hello then. All right, quickly say hello. Say hello to Uncle Monts.
Okay, Stevie.
Say hi, Uncle. All right. Good night. Kiss.
I don't think Stevie recognizes me.
All right, you quickly.
I see. I love how you got the kiss.
Hello.
Say hello, Uncle
Okay.
Monts.
How you doing?
All right.
You
So
okay?
go back in there now. You can take those.
Does he have football tomorrow, Carl? Or is it Sunday?
Yeah, tomorrow.
You have football?
Yeah, Uncle said you have football tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you going to score?
Yeah.
All right then. All right, say good night to Uncle Monts.
Good night, Uncle Monts.
Okay, take care.
Go on, Stevie. That's what I'm saying. The moment he learned how to open a conservatory, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, bro. I've done it. When I tell you, I've done everything to try and secure it, bro. And just every time they just figure it out, bro.
Nah, that's all right though. That's the future.
Sorry about that,
there, man. We needed a DM. We need a DM.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You see, when he's playing, like, because he started playing Saturdays at 2 years old, and we were playing outdoors, and I was like, I'm gonna learn very quickly whether he's into football or not in it, because it was all weather in it, unless it was like snowing or like torrential rain. We were outside in it, and like even some of the parents were bottling it. So I was like, I can't be seen to go and stay inside while he's outside. So I used to stay outside and watch him. And like from the age of 2, he just started getting stuck in. But now, like, he's the youngest in his group. He's just turned 4, and like his 5 and 6 year olds predominantly. Yeah. And like his 5 and 6 year olds in his group predominantly. And last week it was like a breakout moment. Like he was tackling.
Stevie's definitely a bit taller. He looks like he's taller than the average 4. Is he 4 now?
Yeah, he's not. He's about average height for 4.
He looks a bit taller than 4.
Nah, you'd be surprised. Some of these kids are giants now, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's one kid down there, bro. When he walked onto the pitch, I was thinking, he must be here with his little brother. Bro, like, the kid is tall, bro. I'm 6'1", innit? This kid, like, up to he's past my waist.
Oh my god! Bro, I can imagine Carl you're nudging to the missus.
Bro, him and Stevie, imagine him and Stevie were on the same team last week. Yeah, when they scored a goal, Stevie would have to do that to high five him, and my man would just do that, bro. It was mad, bro. Some of these kids are giants. But no, last week he was tackling, he was turning on the ball, he's passing off to the right man. He's getting there, man. Obviously, I showed him the video of you at Wolves, innit?
Oh, you showed him the video? You said that's Uncle Monts.
I said, I know that G, That's my brethren still, That
is the one. Nah, do you know what? As I said, big up Steve. You look, smash a like for Stevie though, man. You know what I'm saying? Get some goals from the midfield, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, just carrying on, people. We have 171 people. You've got 171 people in the house. So make sure you guys are smashing the like button, of course. Apparently there's echo. Is there echo?
Yeah. There was a little bit. It seems to have gone now, though.
They're gone. These are gone.
Yeah.
All right, probably gone now. Yeah. But 170 people in the house right now. And how many likes are we on currently? 85. So people, 15 more likes till we get to 100, and then we keep going further and further. So keep on smashing the like button. Let's hit the chat. Is there still echo? Is there still echo?
Is it me? Testing.
Mane. I love Mane, really, guys. I'm sorry for anything I've said. Echo's gone.
It's gone.
Echo's gone.
Yeah. That was the key. That's what the universe needed to hear.
Yeah. Let's let guys in the chat, just let us know if the echo is definitely gone, like what Sophia's basically just said. So smash the like button, people, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so that was just kind of the stuff on Sadio Mané, and it really, I just felt like a bit of a kick in the teeth. Do you know what I'm saying?
I didn't have a problem with how he left though. And this is the reason why players like him, Xabi Alonso, they'll always be loved by me, because the way they left was respectful. Coutinho, I can't rate that. Can't rate it. Man, lied about having back injuries and weren't turning up, and got his brethren in the Brazil team to say things like, "Oh, you're being treated as a slave" and all this. I'm like, yeah, bounce, bro. Go.
Slave, I didn't really hear that one. That's crazy.
Yeah. I can't remember which player it was, but I think I saw someone said that, and I was just like, yeah, missed me out with that talk, man.
Wait, so he said he felt like a slave, you said?
No, they said, one of the players said, they're treating him like a slave by keeping him against his will or something like that. And I was thinking, brother, without Liverpool, Coutinho would have still been in Espanyol probably.
Don't kill me. The hair still would have been curly. There wouldn't have been no neck tattoos.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Like, Lau, if you wear them tattoos, you think them tattoos would have been there? But I do love Coutinho though. I'll be real. I have a special, like, you see Coutinho, like, ask any of the man them. My pro club's player on FIFA for the last 7 years has been called Montinho, bro. Like, understand the relation. You know when, bro. And then, again, we're going away from the point again. When Coutinho handed in his transfer request, I remember exactly where I was, what I was doing, and what day it was. I was coaching 1-to-1 at Power League in 2018. So we must have been 5 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's 2017. He handed in
6 years ago. And the notification came up on my phone. The kid that I'm doing the 1-to-1 with, he's just doing the drills, back and forth. And I've looked at my phone, and I just stood there. He's like, Coach Monts, you okay? Coach Monts, I'm still doing the drills. Do you want me to carry on? I've got just do 5 more. Do 5 more. Do 5 more. Do 5 more. He's like, all right.
Bro, how about this, yeah? 2017, I got married to the missus, bro. We went on our mini moon. While we're on the mini moon is when the Virgil van Dijk saga happened, bro.
Yeah.
When Liverpool officially apologized to Southampton and said we won't be pursuing him anymore. Bro, I was in the hotel room, just sunk into the bed, bro. She's like, is everything all right back home? Like, you looked at your phone and your mood changed. I was like, and like, I said it to her thinking, yeah, she's going to be empathetic.
Man said like, she's going to understand.
I was just like, Virgil van Dijk ain't signing. And she's like, who's Virgil? I'm like, you don't understand. It's gonna be Lovren and Matip again. Like, you don't understand. Like, you don't get it, like, bro. She was just like, I tell you what, babe, I'm gonna go down to the pool when you're ready. Join me. I was just like, yeah, let me have a minute, man.
Like, it's one of the ones where you don't want to take it out on anyone near you, innit? Like, I blessed the kid, like. He was just so up for it that day. He was proper doing the drills, doing the drilling. Like, we had the shooting stuff ready. I was contemplating saying no shooting today. I'm just gonna run for the rest of the session. I felt like making the kid run for the rest of the session.
Those are them training regimes when you've had a really bad game and the coach wants to make an example in it. No shooting today, lads. We're running today. Since none of you want to put the effort in on the pitch, then we're gonna run.
Literally. So yeah, man, that was me when Coutinho left, because you know what it was? It didn't help that the saga happened at the start of the season, and the first game back, man nets a disgusting free kick against Leicester. Like, first game back, he did not.
And the assist. And the assist,
bro. First game back, Coutinho was not ramping, and the last one against Swansea where he finessed it first time, he was not ramping. I was like, oh, this guy is so good. He's so good. Yeah. And when Sadio Mané and Firmino were in their pomp,
you see them four? But put it this way, yeah. If we had those four and we brought in Fabinho, Virgil, and Ali with Coutinho,
so if we acted like a big club, you mean?
Oh my bro.
Yeah.
Klopp would be sitting on about 3 Prems and 3 Champions League.
We acted like a big club and just bought them with our own money rather than the Coutinho money. But listen, we can't, beggars can't be choosers, innit? But look, bro, Assad said it there. Man was back in 90s and the champs are not celebrating.
But it wasn't a celebrate. It wasn't a non-celebration because he didn't want to be there. It was a non-celebration because he was like, this is easy for me.
Because he's that good.
It was like
that good.
Spartak. You brought me Spartak.
Like, bro, there was one goal he scored, and he just jogs. So, and do you know who when Henry used to score, Henry would celebrate sometimes, but Henry would sometimes just jog away like a bad man. It was gloves Henry.
Yeah.
He used to jog away like a bad man.
With the little night tick on the back of the hand, bro. It's different with me.
Bro, enough man have done it. Suarez used to do it sometimes. Suarez used to just give them the...
Yeah. A little one of these, isn't it? A little one of these.
That one, just keep it stepping. Keep it stepping. Yeah. Salah hit a moment where he just stopped celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when Salah chipped it against Southampton with the Henderson assistant? He did this. He was like, I could do better. I was like, no, this guy's goated. He's a goat.
Even Harry Kane's been on that a little bit as well. Just all he does is the little.
Yeah, when he did this one.
Yeah.
I said,
when you're about it.
The one where Coutinho thought, you know what? I'm bored of the far post. Let me hit the near post.
John Joe Shelby. Poor John Joe had no idea what was happening, did he?
No idea.
I gave him a little quick shimmy. Said near post with this.
I still think that one of my favorites was the one where he just duppied everyone at Everton and he dropped the shoulder and finessed it. And just that stuff like that, yeah.
People forget the Swansea goal.
First time. And that was the last goal he scored for us. I knew he was gone after that, innit? I knew he was gone after that.
Was that the last goal he scored?
The one where he just hit it first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last goal. Because you remember, that's when Coutinho had we made him captain. He had the red kit. He had the red kit and he had the red boots. I remember the boots. He had the red Vapor Mercurials. He had the red Mercurials, bro.
Oh, he was so sick at Liverpool.
The black tick. Oh my God.
He was so sick.
I need to stop.
So sick.
Yeah, I know. Opening day.
Against
1-0 down. Yes. Even my mum was in the living room when I watched that game. And anyway, man. Yeah, man. Big up Sean, man. Let's not talk about
for real, Sean. Big up Sean.
Oh, Johnny, he said it was right behind the Euro goal.
Big up Johnny.
For his last goal against Swansea. Big up Johnny.
Big goal, man.
Yo, but yeah, so let's get to Verratti, man. I know it's 28 minutes in.
How you want to do it, Monts? How do you want to do it?
Let's get to Verratti, innit?
All right.
Obviously, Jordan Henderson looks like that agreement is done. He's sorting things out now, looking like he might be earning around 350. It's not the reported 700, but the 350 is reported to be after tax, which is still brazy.
Big up to him.
Do not see money like that. Like, bro, Jordan Henderson. I've got nothing against Henderson if you accept, for him accepting that, by the way. Nothing against him.
Same. The only thing I haven't liked about Henderson is how stuff has been leaked out to the media, because that's come from his camp. That's not come from the club. It's come from his camp. Apart from that, goes with my blessing.
Yeah, of course. By the way, just checking how many likes we're on. 105 likes. Big up, people. Let's get to 150, then 200 people. Keep smashing the like button for Kopish. Make sure you subscribe to BSB as well, people, man. As I said, we're well on that way. 25 subs away.
I've got to say, sorry to cut you. Big up to the show you, Kaz, and Corey did the other day as well. Brilliant show, man. Really enjoyed it.
When we was laughing about all the footballers being bored.
Yeah, that was quality, man. That was quality.
I can't even remember what it was fully about. I just remember talking about bored footballers. I promise I don't remember what the show was about.
Yeah, no, you lot of quality, man. That was a nice show. I enjoyed that.
Appreciate that. Also, guys, make sure you go and subscribe to the Sanderson Show as well. I should have put that in the title.
I'm on tomorrow for UFC in London.
I'll get the link and I'll put the link in the chat.
Appreciate it.
Well.
Thank you.
But 200 people in the house, man. But yeah, just going on. So again, Jordan Henderson looking like that is on the verge of being done. Fabinho as well. Looking like, again, he's not trouble with the club. So, guys, you know what that means. Read between the lines. 40 million, really good money for Fabinho. Pretty much recouped 100% after winning everything with the club from the second he stepped in, and then some. So, the club are looking for alternate options as possible sixes. We've heard the likes of Doucoure. We have heard the likes of Paulinho. We've heard the likes of, dare I say it, the current Jack Rodwell.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Tron. Tron's a subscriber now. That's just coming with violence still.
Just straight violence. Liverpool stop. He's a Liverpool stop. You know what I'm saying? I know, and he's definitely,
Big up,
and
Tron.
of course, and of course, who was the other one we was linked to as well?
You've been linked to everyone, bro. Everyone that's not assigned to the club.
Loose links to Amrabat. But guess what, people? Guess what has came out of the works? Again, it's not tier one, but Marco Verratti. Even, how about this? We'll get onto the other one. We call him JK. JK Rowling. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about JK Rowling yet, because I'm giving him nicknames. I can't give him my nicknames, and you don't play for my club yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, but we're not going to go into him yet. But Marco Verratti, who for me, one of my favorite players. I love low center of gravity footballers like Marco Verratti, Thiago, Xavi. Those guys are like Hey, you see on FIFA, I just got a bag of them, man, and people can't touch. You know what I'm saying? I have a bag of them, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was a bit devastated when Fekir was starting to get good, and So, but anyway, less about that stuff. So yeah, Verratti for me doesn't make any tactical sense. None at all. We actually employ Thiago. So I'm just gonna nip right there. I'm gonna come out of it. We employ Thiago. So if we employ Thiago, what is the difference between Thiago and Verratti? Apart from maybe a bit of fitness, what's the difference?
I mean, not much different. I mean, I personally think Thiago is a better player. Verratti's quality, but Verratti picks up his fair share.
I think, bro, Verratti's cold. The Cal Verratti is.
No, Verratti's cold, but I think because we have Thiago in our team, I think
we're going to lean towards Thiago, but Verratti is disgusting. Like, I don't agree with the whole he's finished, no legs.
No, I don't think he's finished. But he's definitely not. He's definitely not for Liverpool.
Elite IQ. You see, elite IQ. There isn't too much of that in football anymore. There aren't men who don't need to run anymore. A lot of men need to be able to run to play ball at the highest level. You see them men that don't need to run.
Yeah,
we're running out of those. Do you see that prototype?
They let the ball do the work.
Yeah, so them man. You know what I'm saying? Rodri's one of them man. Man that don't need to move. Yeah. Thiago's one of them man. Klopp made him run, but ideally he should never have to move. He shouldn't have to do any movement.
Well, if we go and do what we need to do this summer and go and get a sick DM, along with the other midfielders we brought in, Thiago won't have to run.
Yeah, I agree with Hugo Santos. Hugo Santos, I know League One ain't the Premier League, but Verratti is still a bad man. Regardless,
Verratti's cold. I don't think anyone can. I don't think, with all due respect to anyone who's got a difference of opinion, I don't think anyone can sit here and say Verratti's not a sick footballer. But injuries are a problem. So why, when we've already got Thiago, would we go and get someone else who suffers from injuries, who's not that much difference in age? Plus, he's on a fat salary at PSG. He's got 3 years left on his contract. Everything about it just wouldn't happen. Now, granted, where I will play devil's advocate, maybe on the other side, is we're losing Flacco, we've lost Milner, we're losing Fabinho. Thiago's only senior centre midfielder, you'd say, at the club with a little bit of age and experience. So maybe they could argue, maybe anyone who's thinking the deal could happen could argue, but we need some experience. But shout out to Clay. I mean, there is a Joshua Kimmich out there in the wild.
J.K. Rowling. You do my J.K. Rowling.
There is a Joshua Kimmich out there in the wild, bruv.
The J.K. Rowling.
And I mean, he can play centre midfield and right back. And I mean, you know.
Apparently he's available, and he's available for, we're talking 50, around the 50, 60 mark.
I know it's not my money, but you know if it's my money?
Oh, I'm paying it.
How do you want the payment structure?
I'll pay 80. Yeah, how do you want it?
How do you want the payment structure?
But my thing with
Kimmich, I've wanted Kimmich at Liverpool for years.
Yeah, but we've been long time admirers of Joshua Kimmich. But let's just keep it right for a second.
Yeah. Go for it.
Kimmich in a second. Yeah. Kimmich is not finished. I see all of this when man don't play in the Premier.
Kimmich,
yo, the disrespect is mad. Keir said that Rice is better than Kimmich.
All right, in the 6, I agree, but as an overall player, then absolutely not.
I think it just depends because Rice.
I'm a massive Rice fan, by the way. In the 6,
I don't think Rice is better than Kimmich. I don't think Rice is better than Kimmich.
In the 6, as a DM,
at all.
I know as a DM I do. As a DM I do. But apart from that, no.
For me, you can have certain attributes that suit a position more, but unless you've done it at the highest level, I don't want to hear it.
I think that's harsh once, you know.
It is harsh, but football's harsh. And you got to do things at the highest level. I'm pretty sure when people were comparing Kimmich to other players, they will say they were waiting for Kimmich to do it at the highest level. Oh, wait, by Rice's age, he'd already done it at the highest level. So, again, listen, we're not going to get into that conversation.
Yeah, Kimmich, I'll tell you what, if we sign Kimmich,
but with the Marco Verratti thing, I just don't think tactically it works for Liverpool. I think we already have his type of prototype at the club. I think with Verratti as well, his fitness isn't exactly convincing. It's not as bad as Thiago's, but it's not convincing. He doesn't seem to be there. There's certain games in the Champions League where he isn't fit, and it has really affected PSG in some Champions League runs. Do you know what I mean? And I think players like Verratti and players like Thiago, if they're going to play in the 6, they need to play in a double pivot. They need to play in the pivot with someone who's going to be the be the muscle. They need to play. They need muscle. You need a Goretzka. Who was Verratti? Diallo, Herrera. You need someone there, and that's what they need. And if we was to let's just say it came out tomorrow, Liverpool are seriously interested in Verratti and they go and get him, I'd be scratching my head a little bit. I'd be happy about it because of the profile and how good he is, but listen, in another reality, if Luis Enrique was our manager and we were looking at Verratti, I'd go, bring him in. Bring him in. Many ball players as we want. Bring in bring in Lavia while you're at it as well. Bring in all the ball players. Everyone needs to be press resistant. But that's not our... We've seen... Do you know what I'm saying? That's not our philosophy. That's Man City's philosophy. That's Arsenal's philosophy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I just see someone even if we're looking at Doucoure or, an Amrabat, those guys are the guys who need to play for Liverpool, the guys who can cover the ground and sustain our press, not the guys who are going to be press resistant.
Yeah.
Because if you're press resistant, odds are you're probably not going to be very good going the other way.
Yeah. I agree.
If you possess both, best believe you are world class, and you are going to be costing 130 million in today's market. If you possess both of those traits at the highest level, what's your whole thought on Verratti?
You said it. I think you summed it up brilliantly. As a player, he's phenomenal player. Tenacious, as you said, low center of gravity, press resistant to the max. Passing is excellent. His reading of the game is excellent. His football and IQ, knowing when to speed up the tempo, slow down the tempo. For me, he's part of a handful of players that could kind of play in any era of football.
Yeah.
But for what we need, for what we have and what we don't have, it's absolutely the wrong call for us to go and get him. For a start, he's not the 6 that we need. And he is a 6 predominantly.
Yeah, but in a pivot. In
a pivot, as you said.
Right.
Playing as a 6 in our formation would be a mazza. It just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. And I think he'd get exposed a lot. Plus, the fact he picks up a lot of injuries already coming into the Premier League, I think it's just a recipe for disaster, personally. So I don't... Plus, he's going to cost a lot. His salary's going to be a lot. It just doesn't make sense on any level, in my opinion.
It's true. Also, some breaking news about Kylian Mbappe. I understand PSG consider Mbappe for sale starting today. Paris Saint-Germain feel Kylian Mbappe wants to leave for free in 2024. He did not communicate this yet, despite Khelafi's public statement. PSG decided to exclude him from the Japan tournament. Breaking news for Fabrizio Romano. Breaking news. I mean, we can drop our opinion on that briefly.
Chouameni.
Breaking news. So, what do you... I mean...
Well, we're not getting him. Surely we're not having that conversation.
What about Killy?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Me, why would I think anything... What?
Okay.
Why would I... Hey, yo, Henry! Yeah, get the money! Yeah, get the money! No,
all you'd hear back in the days is, shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up. You know we broke.
You ain't getting no money. Shut your ass up. It's got to be Real Madrid at this point. If it's not Real Madrid, then I don't know what all the flirting's been for.
Yeah, I'll be real. It does worry me. I just hope if he does, as long as he doesn't come to the Premier League. Could you imagine if Liverpool? Could you imagine if Liverpool actually just done the stupidest thing?
Why do you do this yourself, Monts?
I know. I don't know why I did it.
Why do you do
this will never happen. This will never happen, bro. This will never happen. But I just hope he never comes to the Prem unless he's playing for Liverpool. I can't have him in the Premier League.
Look. I hate to break it. The only way he comes to the Premier League is if he plays for Man United or Man City. Or maybe Newcastle in a few years.
If we were to literally sell them, Mo Salah.
Even then, who's covering his Kylian's contract?
You never heard of week by week. We where we go wherever the wind takes us. living by Never heard of the week by week team?
Month to month, yeah.
Month to month, couch to couch. You never heard of couch to couch?
No, it's City or Man United. That's it, man.
Hey,
scary days, man. What I'm intrigued about, because obviously the player is world class, he's fantastic. If he goes to Real Madrid, where does he play? Because his best position is from the left, but you got Vinny there. Are you going to play him through the middle?
I think that's the thing with Vinny. I don't think that Real Madrid expected Vinny to be as good as he was and to stay as good as he was.
I don't think anyone did.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know in it. I don't know what to say. Like with the Mbappe thing. Like if they do sell Mbappe, how much? Like again, he's 1 year left on his contract. I don't think it's going to be as inflated as people think.
At least 100.
Oh, bro, yeah. I think 150. I don't think it's going to be 200 mil. I don't think it's going to be 200 mil. Isn't that what he cost? Isn't that what Neymar cost? 200 mil?
Something like that. Neymar's 220, I think.
220
Kylian was 150. I reckon 150.
No, Kylian was 120. Kylian was 120.
He couldn't have just been 120.
Kylian was 120, you know, and it rose up. I'm pretty sure Ousmane Dembele cost more than Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, that's another brother. Them injuries, man. We got robbed of a
mad, just a madness. Just an absolute mazza. PSG paid 188. 188.
All right, Monts. You're usually the dreamer out of us two. If they go and get Kylian Mbappe, the rumor is Real Madrid will have to sell. They have to balance the books some way, shape, or form. But they haven't really been buying heavy in the last few years.
Choo. They got to sell. Choo.
I think they will though, because it's only him and Camavinga that are the DMs at the club. Whereas you could argue Valverde is more dispensable than Tchouaméni. But I'll be honest with you. If we signed Tchouaméni before the end of the window, and we signed a centre back, and put this is my dream: a centre back, Tchouaméni, and Kone on the last day of the summer. On the last day of the window, let him heal up a little bit more. Boom, you get him in. He does his training, gets back to full fitness. We unleash him in November. Yeah. If we sign those three, I think we 100% challenge for the league.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I still think we're finishing top 4 comfortably this season. By the way,
but Tchouaméni, Szoboszlai, and Trent. Man.
Yeah, we could be cooking something special.
Oh man!
But this is when I want to. This is why I want to move on to our next topic, and I want to speak about. And by the way, in fact, before we move on to our next topic, guys, make sure you are smashing the like button. There's still 230 people in the house right now. We have a few super chats we need to get to as well. So big up Tron with the super chat. He goes, Cal, who are you excited to see cook for us this season?
Szoboszlai.
You already know the answer there. Big up, John.
But also, don't sleep on McAllister.
He looks really good.
I think McAllister might end up being our signing of the season.
He looks really good on Thursday. Yesterday actually. Yeah, you look really good.
Yeah.
Big up Baker Bond as well with the £5 super chat. He says Valverde will move if Mbappe is signed. Yeah, it does look like he's the one who's been strongest linked away. The whispers have come from his name as well.
I think if we didn't sign Szoboszlai, I think we'd be linked with him.
Yeah, I do hear it. Let's hit some of the chat quickly before we move on, because this is a perfect segue to talk about Liverpool's defense. And because I think as much as we need a DM, there's some defensive issues that I just carried on seeing even on Thursday that really didn't sit well with me. Big up 9. Liverpool need loans to buy 60 million players. How you think you'll get a loan for 80 million now? Big up the guys though. Big up the guys though. He done that one. Big up the guys though.
But he basically gone, babes, you don't need to speak to them, man. Them man are broke. But big up you, man, though.
Yeah, big up you, man, though. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want me to send some water to your table? Do you want me to send some water to your table?
Big up 9 NUFC, man. But wait, 9 NUFC, didn't you, man, just cop Harvey Barnes?
I think that's a brilliant signing. I can't.
No, after letting go of St. Maximin.
I think it's a brilliant signing. I think it's a brilliant signing.
Hey, listen, no, but I'm just talking. You can't. I don't want to hear the broke talk when you man have gone for Harvey Barnes. Like
Right,
that's a Liverpool thing.
I'm gonna be real with you, Monts. That's the last fan base I really want to rile up when it comes to the money stuff. You know?
Oh yeah, but that's the point. You man are supposed to have peas in abundance, but you've seen Harvey Barnes.
Once you keep on poking the bear, bro, they could buy our club.
I will poke the bear. The bear we done the double over last season. I will keep poking.
These are the words of Monts, not me. Yeah,
that's fine. Game week 3, I'll see you at St. James's. Game week 3, see you there.
But they could buy our club and all of our channels.
One player I really want is Joe Linton. I would have loved Joe Linton in my midfield. I absolutely love Joe Linton to be in my midfield. I know that's random, but
I'm 50-50 on him. Harvey Barnes, I'll be honest, before we signed Gakpo, I wanted Harvey Barnes.
Kyle, you see, but Kyle, you have a thing with wingers, that it don't sit well with me. Like,
no, it don't.
It don't sit well with me, G. Like, I feel like your talent ID is fine, but your winger talent ID for me, I don't know, Kyle, man. Sometimes you're coming out with these names, and we're having to come to you a couple years later going, Kyle, what was you thinking? What's going on there?
Months, man. No, I think that's harsh, bro.
Cow, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But hear me out.
That's what it is, though. You're having to say it's a hear me out thing.
No, because when I've wanted a winger recently, it's because I need them to deputize to Salah or Diaz, innit? So it's not like Moussa Diop.
You wanted Pedro Neto.
Bro, before his injury,
pre-injury and post-injury. When Sky Sports kept remixing that roulette, that same damn roulette over and I saw that roulette about 50 times on Sky Sports.
I'll be real with you. You see, before Pedro Neto got the first injury, he was the best young winger in world football.
Oh, cow.
He's the best young winger in world football.
Oh man!
Before he got his injury, he was killing the league.
I don't know about killing it, man. You got your Wolves shades on. I played on that pitch, Cal. I played on that pitch.
I big up, man.
I played on that pitch, bro. I'm scared.
I just sunned me, you know. I said, I know, Cal. I played on that grass, you know. I mean, it's easy to navigate.
I've scored from that spot, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, hey, man. But
Pedro Neto was cold. If we had signed, I think we actually wanted Pedro Neto the summer before we signed him. Before he got the first injury, Pedro Neto was cold. No,
he was a good player. The Wolves player that I liked in that team the most, I'm not gonna lie, Daniel Podence, man.
Podence weren't better than Neto.
No, but he was, for me. Podence is definitely, like, for me, at one point I felt like if he played in the top 6 team, you'd see there's a player there. I'd suck that, bro. Podence, he just gives me Hazard vibes. Not like obviously anywhere near Hazard, but the way he played and weaves in and out and the low center gravity, and even with one goal he scored last season, I was like, this guy has something.
He has, but he doesn't put it together. Neto was putting it together.
Bro,
I think people forget back in 2020 how good Neto was before the injury.
The Osman Dembele. There's so many of them. I don't know.
But they've been cursed. All the ones I call out, they've been cursed by injuries. But
who's the winger that was playing with Jonathan David when Lille won the league? Gives me them type of vibes, man. Sorry.
Who? Usman?
No, not Usman. No, not Usman. I'm not talking about Pedro Neto. Like those vibes.
Pedro Neto was so sick.
He was good, bro, but but the player I liked the most. No, people don't question my talent ID because I like Podence. Podence is someone I liked, and I think he could do well in the top 16. Cal was saying, bring him now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and Cal was saying even after the injury, Cal was like doing that one.
No, I was. It's only now, but Moussa Diaby should have been ours as well, and he's gone Villa now, which.
Bro, I'll be real. As I said, the one I have to apologize if is Jeremy Doucoure. Like, I've been screaming Jeremy Doucoure. Like,
I always said I'm not on the Doucoure train.
Doucoure would have cooked for Liverpool. Man.
Hold on, this is what I'm saying. Big up Taylor, but I was screaming about Craver from last season as well.
Is it? I don't know. I wasn't around then. I wasn't around.
My talent ID is on point, man. It's just whenever I mention a player, that something bad happens to them, innit? They either get a really bad injury or they go to another club.
Yeah, boy. Hey, my talent ID is fine. My talent ID is fine. But I'll be real. It's just that Neto shout. That's the only one I've really had. Like I looked at Cal sideways.
You didn't rate Neto at all.
Well, no, he was good. Like he was good, but like I just looked at him and thought,
I'm gonna have to send you some videos, bro.
I've watched him. I watched him
Abdus Shirky. You must have watched Shirky play.
Huh?
You must have watched Shirky play.
No.
Monts. This kid he's like a bit of Fakir, a bit of Hazard.
Do you know who the one who I was looking at before anyone was saying anything was Morgan Gibbs-White. When he was at Wolves, I was shouting.
I was as well. Me and one of my brethren watched the game after Liverpool played and Wolves were on.
Bro, and I remember one. I think is your connection.
Yeah, I'm a bit up and down. I should be all right now though.
Yeah, I think it's catching up.
Cool.
Yeah, it's back now. Yeah. No, 100%, bro. When I saw Morgan Gibbs-White, he dumped there was one assist. And I just knew this kid is special.
He's got something about him. I don't know about special.
Bro, to be fair, he was dead in the under-21s though. He disappointed.
You don't know about special.
Disappointed me, man. Literally. Let's hit some of the super chats before we talk about the defensive line. Sean P. Casey, big up yourself for the £5 super chat. He goes, sell Diaz for 65 M's with the 52 million sales. We have 52 million in sales, so obviously that's going to come to 170 million. So 32 million needed. Sponsor will pay his wages. Let's let the dream go. And Cal, your man, go into Villa.
No.
By the way, if he don't boot off, Cal, I will be.
I know.
If you don't beat off, just know it. Fraud watch. Yeah.
I hear it. That's fair. I'm telling you, Unai's cooking something that down at Villa that people are sleeping on, though, you know.
We'll see. We'll see it. No, he is cooking though. That squad is again Tielemans on the free as well. You know what I'm saying? That squad.
Remember I've been speaking about Jacob Ramsey for a while as well.
Yeah, Ramsey's a baller. We should have gone for Ramsey, to be fair. Do you think that SD will remain after the window? SD.
The SD.
SD.
What's SD?
Tron, if you're still in the chat, what do you mean by SD?
What's SD? I'm trying to work out, is that a player in our team? Sporting director.
Oh, sporting director.
Alex.
Sporting director. I was about to say that shirt, man. Hey,
we were right, bro. I said, is that a player in the team?
Bro, I'm thinking, what? ST? Oh, big up chunk for the seat.
Yeah,
highest Fridays, the end of the week.
I'm thinking to myself, is that Salah Diaz? Whoa,
I said Salah Diaz, like Diaz, bro.
I don't know. I don't know about Schmatke, you know. I don't know what's going to happen there. I still need to see what's going to happen for the rest of this window.
Yeah, it's true. What was I going to say? Someone said smack that.
Yeah, I came out with that. Have you not heard the song I came up with him? Smacker, all on the floor, Smacker.
Oh, yeah, we might need that. To be fair, my Luis Diaz chant still hasn't been. I still haven't recorded it in the studio.
Bro, you still haven't done your Cody Gakpo one either.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
You're sitting on a couple gems, man.
I know, man. I know. I need to get that in the recording studio. Listen, people, keep smashing the like button. We're about 35 subscribers off of 200 likes, and there's still 230 people in the house. So make sure you're continuing to like the video. Last thing we wanted to talk about is the defensive line. So obviously, Liverpool's defense. Though we was talking about getting a good six in. It could be an Amrabat, could be anyone. You know, could be anyone. We linked with so many players. Could even be a Kimmich. Could be a Verratti. Hopefully not. Maybe not a Verratti, but you know, it could be a Doucoure. All these names we're mentioning in the defense. Yeah, and what is so interesting is that we haven't actually been linked. We've been linked loosely with the Inacios. You know, obviously the whole Cole situation, which definitely is off the cards now that Fofana's got his injury. Obviously, prayers. Hope he again. He should.
Yeah,
the fact that he's got another injury. Yeah, I feel really sorry for Fofana, by the way, as well. So I hope he recovers really soon. But the centre back news has been quiet for a long time, and against I can't pronounce the team we played in the preseason game.
Sure.
The defense at times, I don't like how condensed our back line looks. So if you look when we defend, the back line pushes up in a 4, and then it doesn't. When we're on the ball, the back line is spread out, of course, and then when the opposition have the ball, the back 4 condense, become really tight, and the flanks become really exposed. And this is definitely a tactical thing because I've seen this for the majority of last season. And there's one thing doing that and sitting back. But when you're doing it on the halfway line, anyone can get time and space to run at our wing backs. Even a League 2 German side are able to go and switch. They realized after 30 minutes, hold on a minute, hold the ball out, just play with the ball for a minute, and then the switch is on every time. Every time. And it doesn't matter how good you are defensively, it doesn't matter how fast you are, it doesn't matter how intelligent you are. Brother, on my life, like that needs to change, innit? It doesn't matter what defenders we get in. It doesn't matter how good Virgil van Dijk can get back. It doesn't matter how good he can get. The whole condensing of the back line needs to change. Because otherwise, it doesn't matter what 6 we get, he'll be done in 2 years.
Yeah.
He'll be done in 2 years, Cal.
Bro.
And I'm worried about Tsimikas as well, man.
I'm worried about us not being, as you said, not really being linked with a centre. But I think
suicidal, yeah.
I'm gonna say it, and I hope I'm wrong. I feel like the club's gonna try and wait out for Colwill.
Oh, like we did for Jude. We need to stop waiting out for these light-skinned youths, bro. What is it? Bro, man are leaving us on red.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know what Klopp did? Do you know what? I know this is what cheapskate. This is what's cheap, yeah? It's like it's your birthday, you want a PS5, and you get bought a PS4 with a piece of paper over it that says PS5. You know, we're lucky Trent is generational because I'm pretty sure Trent didn't want to cut off those dreads. Klopp probably told Trent, get the low taper, just like you, and they won't be able to tell the difference.
I'll be honest.
People are 50 feet away, they won't be able to tell the difference. Just get the low taper fade. They'll think
if we don't get a centre back, it'll be very negligent. Because then it especially with the inverted system. Because we're a Canate away from not having that system in play.
Yeah.
Scrap it. We're a Canate away from being downer man in some aspects. You know how much I rate Matip, but Matip's not a man you rely on anymore.
No way.
Matip's a man that you bring in and say, "Oh, what cool? Matip's fit. Yeah, we rest one of the man and Matip can play today." With all due respect to Gomez, I only want to see him play right back for Liverpool going forward.
Yep.
Centre back is paramount. If I'm really greedy, I'd buy a centre back and a right back who could play centre back. But we're not going to do that. We need a centre back. And I think the centre back also needs to be left footed as well because Robert and Tsimikas being forced to do the back three thing, I'm not a fan of it.
And I worry about Tsimikas. I generally think, is he good enough now? Is he still good enough to play at Liverpool?
I do. But we're not playing him to his strengths. At all.
I think Tsimikas, there's just times where he looks really I don't know, man. I look at Tsimikas sometimes and I feel like if he's not playing regularly, sometimes he actually has to get going. When he gets going, he's fine, but
when he gets going, he gets taken out of the team, bro. Every single time. It's not fair. Like, and this is my frustration was last season.
Yeah, but then Robbo comes back in and he performs really well, and everyone.
Not all the time he don't, bro.
Not all the time, but a lot of the time he comes in, he shows the level.
Yeah, but but
Robertson is becoming a little bit inconsistent at times.
I was gonna say, but it's not even that. Just, bro, imagine you're a footballer and you're playing very well, and then as soon as someone else comes back, you're just dropped.
I hate to say that is football, innit? Like, as I said, when you've got your money in the bank and your manager has favourites, that's just the way it is.
But that's the problem. The Klopp shouldn't be having favourites. If you brought in this play, you kind of got to let go of the favouritism.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Big up Eddie as always. Says 200 likes, people. Let's get to it. 100%. We're on 178. Of course, we can get 200 likes. We've got one super chat here. We'll get to that straight away before me and Cal continue talking about the defensive issues with Liverpool. Monts LFC is that guy that claims to be a player but ends up crying about his ex.
Yeah, listening to Marvin's Room.
Yeah, take care. All of that stuff. You know. By the way, I'm not a player, so I'm not a player. I'm not a player. I'm a lover man.
But no, I worry Klopp's
By the way, £5.80 is so specific.
Yeah,
that's so specific. Like, I don't know if that has some sort of correlation to like take care's like sales. Is that how long some take care? I don't know, innit? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But yeah, no. Look, see, this is for Sam. I blame Sam for this. Cups to the rose.
Plays in my own phone.
I want to go home.
I've been in this club for too long.
The woman that I would try.
Probably at a new club.
I've been injured so much. I should call her anyway and say. Wait, no. Klopp was saying this to be like, I've been injured so much. Klopp calls me anyway to play.
Klopp is just like, F that player.
Oh my god. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Oh man, is it? It's a F that striker when he's not around. Cause when you look up, I know he's not around.
I just know that you can do better.
Tell me, have you looked up lately? I'm just saying you should shoot better. And I'll start playing on you if you let me.
Oh
no. Yo. Oh man. Hey, you know what? Hey, Rock Nation. Anyone. Hey,
nice.
I'm ready. Anyone. Hey, let me know in the record label. Let me know. Let me know. Relentless Records. We're here. We're here, innit?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I think we signed one more player this summer, but I don't know who and what position it's for.
Yeah. I mean,
we're leaving ourselves short again, man. I know that much.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like defensively, I don't actually think it's a personnel thing once we get a defender. It's the tactics that I'm worried about and just how quickly teams can just, I generally feel like if whoever's in the six doesn't make the tackle or the player makes a smart turn, we just quickly become exposed on the counter. But even when in possession, the way that, I'm sorry, Cal, when you see it, I think I'm going to screenshot it next game. The way that line condenses, and you can tell it's a tactical thing because everyone's doing the same thing at the same time. It's very, you can tell it's very regimented. You can tell it's been drilled. And I don't know whether that's Pep or whether that's Klopp, whoever's responsible for it. Like, either step 5 yards back or literally almost expand a little bit. So, like, the wing backs just expands just a little bit. Just come out a little bit because it gives the space. Because there's so much space. And again, and the only team that used to expose it was Man City when we were really good. Man City used to get that. They always used to have a man over. I used to hate when Man City because they switched the ball and there's always a man over. Yeah. And then sometimes they won't always pay for it. But I'll never forget the goal last season in the 3-2 loss in the Capital One or FA Cup. The 3-2 game. Yeah. Where the ball got switched to Robbo to switch to Mahrez, and he beat Robbo with his first touch on the half bounce. It was disgusting. Like, I'm sorry, average fans or ballers will not know how much tech was actually in that first touch.
Mahrez was tech for days, though, isn't it?
Oh my god! Rude.
I can't lie. I'm happy he's going Saudi still.
Yeah. I need Bernardo next. Because he pisses me off.
But you know what worries me? Someone like Pep ain't gonna take that line down, bro. And he's lost a couple people. He's lost Gundogan. He didn't get Rice. He's now lost Mahrez. There's talks about Bernardo. Even Guardio don't seem like he's going there at the moment. This could be the biggest villain arc. This could be the biggest villain arc from Pep, bro. I mean, he's already a villain, but he could really tap into his villain side.
100%. This is what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. I feel like
hold on. Rafael Leao. Oh, sorry. Carl Walker's leaving as well. Shout out to Jay. Taylor, Rafael is Leao linked with Liverpool? Oh, it's linked to City. Can't be. Just signed a new contract.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Signed a new contract.
If Leao ends up at City, then it could be a big problem still.
Yeah.
Him and oh gosh.
That looks like something that a Chelsea or United signed into me though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but him under Pep with a Haaland to play with as well could be a madness. City he just signed a new contract, so hopefully.
No, 100%. But people, we are gonna leave it there. Of course, we should be back next week, right? Of course, we'll be back next. Well, depending if people want to get the lights up.
Oh no, next week we've got calling show on Kopish. I can try and make something happen though. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Maybe it might be a little bit earlier. But listen, I'm pretty sure the chat would love to see this next week. People, stop what you're doing right now. We are how many likes? We are 11 likes off of 200 likes. I know there's 11 of you that ain't like this show, and I think this was a good show. This was a very good show. It's always a great show every Friday.
You lot got karaoke. You got Drake remix.
Now you lot got me running Drake lyrics, yo.
You lot made us do a rendition of Klopp's Room. Come on, guys.
Literally, you know what I'm saying? That was literally Monts featuring Cal
off the dome
featuring Thiago, because a lot of that was coming from Thiago's point of view. You know, some of that was coming from Darwin's point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I'll start running only if you make me. That's Thiago to Klopp. That's Thiago to Klopp. That should be on the wrap up, the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? That's free. Put you guys on game.
Yeah,
you know
man.
So,
come on.
People, also stop what you're doing and subscribe to the channel as well. We're just around 20 subscribers away now. I know there's 20 of you that aren't subscribed, and there's actually 50% of you that aren't subscribed to the channel. So I know if you guys are newcomers, unique viewers, make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bands. Subscribe button's just down here. If you're watching this back, smash the like button. Go and subscribe to Kopish. You see it on the top. You see it in the back. You see it in the title. You cannot miss it. Make sure you go and subscribe to the Sanderson Show. Also going to be a link below as well for stuff like UFC and all of that stuff there, especially if you love all of that. Man, I'm saying I got a voice. That's also...
We saying you wasted months. You wasted on the show, bro.
Bro, how about this? Yeah, like that's not you. That was the comedic. That's a comedic thing.
What you saying was cheese.
No. Hey, we're not going there. We're not going there.
The real got them sugar, you know.
Bro, when you're doing musicals and acting and all them things there, bro, sometimes you got to tap into the inner usher. You know what I'm saying? But listen, soon you'll get a Monts Cal fire in the booth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, come on.
We're gonna have to get the clean version for the young people as well, man. Get the clean version.
For real. Obviously, we've got to have the parental advisory in that.
Simple. But listen, people, it's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Big up Vacabon, big up Sean P. Casey, big up Tron, and big up Retired Zlatan for their super chats today. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. Big up everyone in the chat. Kings Marno, Cameron, Psychedelic Warrior, Drew Branch, Never a Foul, saying Monts, hurry up. Hey,
That's definitely Cass.
Definitely Kaz. Big up Kaz. Big up Stefano LFC as well. Taylor. Big up Trudon. You know what I'm saying? And 9N UFC as well. Hugo Santos. Listen, so many names. Capo, Assad, even the fans that aren't Liverpool fans that were tuning in as well today's stream. You know, man, appreciates that. You know what I'm saying? Wait, man, say, yeah. Big up Jamrock.
Big up Jamrock.
Hey, listen, man. But yeah, again, it's, you guys are going to have way more content, so much more content on the way. So just make sure you subscribe and spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Again, let's get to 5.2K. Thank you for the 5K. Make sure you subscribe to to Cal as well. And also one last thing as well, of course, the tweet is going to go out for the draft show that we done yesterday, where you guys can have a look at all our teams, and I need you guys to vote on what team you guys thought was the best team. Casey's team will not be in this suggestion because his team was just outright the worst, and Twitter only lets you have 4 pictures unless you pay for verification. So I'm not going to pay for a blue tick on Twitter. No, I'm not going to do that. So only space for 4 images. Unless you guys want to make me verified by getting me to 100k subs or million subs or 2 million. So, you guys know what to do. Big up our members: Ethan, D1K, LFC, Ed, Solo, Bayesian Red, Snake Eyes, Roms, NDT, Joel, and Aiden Andrews. It's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Take care, people, and we will see you in the next one. Make sure to leave a comment and tell us who you want to see in Liverpool's midfield. Take care.